Is it possible to invoke AI agents inside of workflows using GoHighLevel? Yes, it is. And today I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it. Now, if you're not familiar with our AI agents inside of Agent Studio, you can get here from AI agents and then Agent Studio at the top. This is where we can build out AI agents on a canvas just like this. For example, this is a lead qualifier agent, which uses lots of different prompting and API calls and MCP servers in order to do different actions inside of our GoHighLevel account. And what we want to do is change what our trigger is, or at least trigger this inside of workflows in GoHighLevel. So there's a couple ways we can do this. First, whenever you build an AI agent, you'll have a trigger here at the front. This is your trigger node, and you can change this between form submitted, lead tag, chat message, and workflows. Now, even if you have one of the other options like form submitted or lead tag as your triggers, you can still invoke this agent inside of automations, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Now, in order to access your agents from automations, make sure you have actually published the agent and clicked promote to production in the top right. Now, once you have done that, you'll see inside of your Agent Studio dashboard under status that your agent is published. If an agent is in draft, you won't be able to do this. Now I'm going to show you two different examples. We have our lead qualifier agent and our chat support agent. Now these are the two different agents, and our lead qualifier one has chat message as our trigger type, and our chat support agent has workflows as a trigger type. Both of these are deployed, both of these are promoted to production, and now I'm going to show you how these both operate inside of workflows. So when we navigate over to automations, and then click new workflow in the top right, and then click start from scratch, we can start our workflow. Now inside of our AI agents, we have 4 different types of triggers. We have chat message, lead tag, form submitted, and workflows. In order to actually utilize an agent inside of Agent Studio, you have to have workflows selected as the trigger type, and I'll show you this in a second. For this example, we have our lead qualifier agent as well as our chat support agent. And our chat support agent is the one that has our workflows trigger. Now inside of our invoke agent action in Agent Studio, inside of our automation builder, whenever we click select agent, we'll see just that agent that is A, promoted to production, and B, has our workflow set as the trigger. So there is our chat support agent, which we have set up. We can also use dynamic fields on the right-hand side. So if we want to use the actual agent ID, which this can be helpful if you're using inbound webhooks and the API calls, so you can actually get the agent ID and launch it from here, you can do that as well. For this case, we'll just do standard and select chat support. We can then add attachments that our agent may need. So things like images, media library, or URLs, or any uploads like documents or things like that that our agent's going to use inside of our workflow. We can then also include a message to the agent. Now the message isn't necessary, it's not required, same thing as attachments, but if your agent is a chat-based agent, one where it needs to talk back and forth with you, or it needs an input from the user, or you just want to include an input like, hey, do XYZ, or run the workflow, anything like that, then you can include your message here. You can then click save action, and now this will run whenever this workflow actually launches. Now, let's say we want to use that lead qualifier agent that we talked about earlier inside of our workflow. After all, we're getting leads from, let's say, a booking link or form submission, and we want to run those inside of our workflow. So all we have to do is we have to change this trigger to workflows. Since we want this to run off of appointments being booked, we can set our trigger to appointment status. So we'll go ahead and go to our appointment status trigger. So whenever we have a new booked appointment, then now that we've updated that agent, we'll go to our invoke agent action and we can see our lead qualifier agent right here. So since this is now going to run, we can go ahead and save this action, publish it, and we'll be good to go. And now this workflow will run whenever we have a booked appointment, and it will run that agent inside of Agent Studio to perform all these different actions. Now, the only other thing to note is that if your agent is creating a response at the end of its process, for example, this agent isn't because it's just running MCP server and router actions. But if your agent, let's say, returns an image or returns a caption for social media or gives you an email that it wrote, anything like that, you can use that response inside of workflows too. This is really important. So for example, if it gave us an SMS that it's going to send to our customers, we can go to our custom values and you'll see at the bottom invoke agent in Agent Studio, and we will have our response custom field. So we can use this custom field in order to do a lot of fun things. So rather than making, let's say, an agent inside of a workflow that generates an email or generates an SMS, we can do this inside of Agent Studio and have it do a lot more complex thoughts, as well as get more information from an API, get more information from MCP servers and things like that. And then we can do whatever we want when it comes to sending something like an SMS or sending an email or doing any of our other actions inside of our workflow. So as you can tell, there's a lot of great use cases for this, especially when you're trying to use triggers inside of workflows that aren't available in Agent Studios, like appointment being booked, then that can be a great trigger to use and then invoke your agent afterwards. So if you have any questions about invoking agents inside of workflows, feel free to drop a comment on this video. As always, my name is Andrew, and thank you very much for watching.